where you wanna be, where you wanna be, where you wanna be.
Yes, welcome to the Omnibus Roundtable. We're here to meet with Loretta Wash, who is a resident of Sankofa House, who has participated in the Connected Living Internet Training Program, and we're going to ask her a few questions about her experience. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
And what is Sankofa House about?
Sankofa House is building grandparents raising grandchildren or other relatives raising grandchildren. And Sankofa means going back to move forward. So we're going back with the grandparents to help us move forward with our grandchildren.
Now, how long have you lived at Sankofa House?
I've been here since the building opened in 2008. So I've been here approximately 3 years.
Now, what was your sense of the internet training program that was provided to you? When did you first learn about it, and what did you think about it?
I learned about the program in 2011 in February. It was a program that started off at Sankofa for bringing us up to the 21st century.
Did you have a computer at that time?
No, I didn't. I didn't have any computer knowledge at that time.
Did you have an internet connection?
No, I didn't.
So you were proverbially offline.
I was offline.
Did you feel yourself to be disconnected?
Well, it was part of my everyday living, so actually no, because I had never had any connection with the computer.
Sure, nothing to compare it to.
Absolutely.
That's a major problem with seniors, by the way. If you haven't been online, you really don't know what it's like to be online.
Right.
Or what you're missing. And what did you think you would get out of the program?
Well, actually, I took the program because of my grandson. He's in 3rd grade. He's 8 years old. And I took it as a learning tool to help him with his homework.
Had he had any particular problems with his homework, or?
Well, he knew the computer, and that was part of their school activities, certain homework that he had to do online.
And you were there but you were not able to help him as much as you could,
No,
since
I
you didn't know how to
couldn't.
use the computer.
No, I couldn't.
And tell me about the training program. What did it consist of?
The training program was great. We had a great instructor. It was 1 day a week for 12 weeks. We started off with the basic, getting a password, username, and we went on further than that.
And this was all provided by Connected Living?
It was provided by Connected Living, yes.
And the instructor was trained by Connected Living?
Yes.
So this is really a Connected Living program as part of the Illinois demonstration?
Yes, it was Dwight Neal, and he was a great instructor.
And he's very popular with the residents?
Absolutely.
Very personable?
Absolutely.
What are the chief characteristics, do you think, that you need to have in a computer instructor, a training instructor?
Someone that's enthusiastic about teaching, and sometimes people know their stuff, but they're not able to teach it to other people.
Mm-hmm.
But he was able to meet everybody where they was at. He had patience, he was loyal, he was very much involved.
At the end of the 12 weeks, how did they determine that you had become competent in the use of the computer and the internet?
At the end of the 12 weeks, we had a test on the computer.
Were you nervous about the test?
Basically not, because he had taught us just about everything that we needed to know to be on, that would be on the test.
So like you were going in for your driver's license test, confident that you knew you could pass the test?
I was excited.
And I take it you passed the test?
Yes, I did.
And what did that entitle you to?
It entitled me to a free laptop and a connection to the internet for 1 year.
And what skills did you learn at the end of the period? What were you able to do?
I was able to receive email, send email, go to different websites on the computer. I was able to, what I originally started from, help my grandson with his homework, It was just a great experience to be able to know that I could sit in my own living room and do everything that I used to go outside and do. Pay bills, talk. So it has been a great experience for me.
How have you been using the internet since you've been trained for the last 6 months or so? I take it you've gotten a free internet connection for up till today, and perhaps for a year from until the end of July?
Yes.
Okay. How have you been using the internet?
Well, basically, I use it every day.
How many
Checking
minutes or hours a day do you use it?
Probably between 2 and 4, give or take a few.
Hours?
Yes.
So you use the internet 2 to 4 hours a day?
Right. I have family that's in different states, different countries. So it's very beneficial. I do applications, pay bills, shop.
What about Skype?
I have Skype, but basically the people that I communicate with don't have Skype on their computer.
So you need your relatives and your friends to get the $60 Skype camera and get the free Skype software.
Absolutely.
How will that change how you relate to them?
We can see each other.
Do you have relatives that you haven't seen for some time?
Absolutely. I have a cousin that's in Colombia, and we email each other, but I haven't saw him like in the last 4 or 5 years.
Now, what about I'm not sure what your children of your cousins are, but other kids in your family that all of a sudden are 9 years of age and you haven't seen them since they were born?
Absolutely. That would be very beneficial for them to get the Skype.
Are you going to buy a subscription when your free subscription?
Absolutely. I have to continue on with my new technology.
Now, if I were President Obama sitting here and I was asking you, why should I be really supporting this program of getting seniors online, what would you tell them?
I would say first, thank you, Mr. President, for giving us the opportunity to get into the 21st century, and that is very beneficial for seniors to be online, to be connected and keep up with what's going on today.
Do you think at this time that you could train other seniors who were like you were last February to come to the level of competence that you
I
went through?
would be honored to.
Do you think you could do it?
Absolutely.
So that all of the seniors, or some of the seniors who have gone through this program, could potentially be part of a senior internet training corps?
Yes.
Not unlike the Peace Corps or
It could continue
Geek Squad.
on.
And there are probably churches, there are other buildings, other people who have to do this.
Yes, I think it would be very beneficial for, the community, churches, libraries, seniors that's unable to get out, that may have a disability that keeps them from getting out. So you will still have that sense of communication with someone.
How could you get the other seniors in the building who chose not to get involved in the program to come down to the program?
Actually, I could let them know that the program does work, and that if they take the opportunity to just take a little time out their day, that they will be able to get it. I think it's sometimes fear keeps us from not being able to start something new, but we really need it, because with the new technology, either you're gonna move forward or get left behind.
Do you think you need to provide them with free coffee and rolls to get them down?
That's a starter.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say about your experience?
I would just like to say I thank Connective Living, and I thank Dwight Neal for being such a super instructor and moving each of us at our own pace, and being able to come back to continue our education with the computer.
What would you say to the person who made the application and made all this possible?
I would say to you that it's very beneficial to all, and that you helped a lot of people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's beneficial, and it's gratifying to know that, so Thank you very much.
Thank
And
you, sir.
this is the end of our session with Omnibus Roundtable. Thank you
Okay.
again.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Wanda Carter,
And I'm Naima Latif.
and we'd like to talk to you, woman to woman. Join us on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. and Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. on ECTV Channel 6 in Evanston, Illinois.
Or join us worldwide at www.ectv.com.
Thank you for joining us. This is the Omnibus Roundtable. We're talking to some residents of Sankofa House, and we have the privilege of having a young lady with us today to talk about her experience with the computer training program. And your name is?
Sandra Cook.
Sandra Cook. And
Yes.
what is Sankofa House? Is this a building for intergenerational grandparents with grandchildren?
Yes, it started off that way, but we do have young adults here also. But it literally started off with grandparents with their grandchildren. That's what the building was designed for.
Do you
When I
have-
moved here,
Do you have grandchildren living with you?
yes, I do.
And how old are they?
They're 19, 17, and 15.
So you're a granny managing...
No, I'm a grandmother, not the granny thing.
No,
okay?
but you are a grandmother
Yes, I'm a grandmother. Don't
With-
call me granny.
with 3 grandchildren.
Yes, I actually have 5.
But
all
the 3
girls.
grandchildren who are living with you are all teenagers.
Yes.
And what challenges does that pose for you?
Let me put it this way. It's not really a big challenge for me because I've had them 15 years.
Mhm.
They have lived, they know my ways and I know their ways. So they're normal teenagers. I thank God that they're not bad teenagers out in the street. They're obedient. So I don't really have a lot of that confrontational thing because, simply because I say I'm not going to deal with that. So I've been blessed.
You set down the rules.
I'm trying to, put it nicely. I've been blessed. I set the rules. I'm fair but firm.
And you now have graduated from the Connected Living Training Program,
Yes,
and you have a free computer, or you have a laptop computer,
yes, I do.
and you have connectivity.
Yes.
And how is that being used by you and your grandchildren?
Well, my grandchildren don't use my laptop. It's for me. They have a desktop. And I use it for online banking, communication, email, coupons. And like I said earlier, it's a good way for me to connect quickly for a dictionary.
Have you, dictionaries and encyclopedias are quite amazing on the internet,
Yes,
because there's nothing you can't find out almost instantaneously.
absolutely.
So you don't have to know that much, you just have to know how to find it.
That's right.
So this is like I think of the internet as being like a giant card catalog. When you were in 4th grade, you go to the library and they say, here's the Dewey Decimal System.
Okay.
But now at the internet, you don't just have to go look for the books come to you,
Right.
and you have access to reading them right there.
Yes, I can.
Kind of amazing.
It is. I'm excited to be. I don't use it every day because I still like to read the book. I have books that I read, but I understand what you're saying. The laptop is just really, like I said, to keep me upgraded, to keep me a little past the basic knowledge of the computer.
What other things do you want to learn how to use the computer for that you don't know how to use it for right now?
Well, I have problem remembering, how to make my flyers. So
You're actually printing flyers out of your...
Yeah, to make up flyers
Mhm.
or whatever else that I need to do. I have one granddaughter now. She makes me birthday cards or occasional cards off the computer. And she does it so well. It's like, okay, I can do that.
She's like a graphic designer.
Yeah.
Do you find it as a common interest that you and your grandchildren have, an additional common interest, the use of the computer?
Well, the thing about it, the common use of the computer, I was just I want to say, yeah, they're on some other things than I am. I'm not really a YouTube fan.
Yeah.
Okay. And they do the movies. I don't really do the movies.
Do you
On
listen to
there.
music on the computer?
I sure do. I have a Pandora station on right now.
It's quite amazing. How much do your grandchildren know about your background, where you grew up, where you went to high school, all of your background, as well as your parents and your grandparents?
My grandchildren know everything about it. My mother passed when I was young, when I was 10, and my father passed, so they didn't get to know them. I mean, you know, they know of them, but
Is this-
as far as knowing my parents and other older relatives, they don't.
Do you think they'd be interested in your background and history or not?
Well, they know how to go to we do have the family tree, so if they're interested, what happens is we have a lot of family reunions, just for family get-togethers and stuff, so they get knowledge that way.
How many?
You know, they
how
haven't
many-
looked up on a computer or anything, that ancestry.
How many people come to your family reunions?
Ooh, quite a bit.
More than 20?
Ooh, yes.
More than 50?
More than 100.
More than 100?
Yes, we rent a little place on Jackson Street, and we do dinners, and we just try to keep our family in unity.
Mhm. One thing you might find interesting is to consider developing a My Life version of an autobiography for yourself that would be structured into this. We don't have time to talk about it now, but you might want to talk to Kathy or Rosie about it, and you might find it of interest as well as other people here.
Okay.
Well, we've taken you away from your job, so let me
Okay.
close and thank you very much for joining me and enjoyed listening to your story.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, have a great day. Thank you,
Goodbye.
everybody.
Grandparents are going to have to figure out ways to learn supplemental income.
Right.
Now, we don't have those jobs yet, you can't look in the want ad pages and say, looking for 67-year-old or 70-year-old female that can work at home, providing with internet access.
Right.
But if the person does have a computer at home and does have internet access, an employer could use them for supplemental purposes without paying them their fringe benefits.
Right.
Because you're actually going in and saying, I have my Medicare. Forget the Medicare. Forget the fringe benefits. Just pay me $500 a month for whatever amount of time I spend, and that's $6,000 a year. And the average person we're talking about is earning $12,000 here in these buildings. That's $18,000. That's a huge incremental gain.
True. Well, I can't believe how quickly this time has passed.
I told you it would, Renee.
We're needing to wrap up, Donald.
All right.
But I really enjoyed talking about this and hope that we can do this again. Is there any parting thought that you'd like to leave us with in terms of going forward and the importance of being online?
Yeah, I think the one last part of this is that the essentials for senior being online are in inverse order of importance. Having a connectivity, affordable connectivity, having a device, having training, and having motivation.
Yes.
Reversing that, by far the most important thing is motivation. So when you'll see a lot of these surveys about what is the reason seniors on the line, is it cost, is it inability of using, is it afraid? That's all a function of the fact that they haven't seen the value proposition to them that is make it worthwhile to go through these hoops.
Thank you. We've been talking about bridging the digital divide through the Illinois demonstration program. This is Don Samuelson and Renee Prejean. We'll see you the next time.
Good afternoon. I wish you all could see what I see. From this vantage point, it's a beautiful thing. For those who 12 weeks ago made a commitment, today is the payoff. You know what? You do the work, you reap the rewards. You know what? You all encourage others by doing what you do. By doing what you've been doing here, it will encourage others, especially the grandkids. When they call and they say, "What you doing, Granny?" I say, "I'm getting ready to go to class." That's right. They say, "Where you going to class for, Granny?" "I'm going to learn about the pewters." No, y'all know what I mean. I'm going to learn about the pewters. You know, that's how much we knew about them. 12 weeks ago, it was a pewter. Now we know it's actually a computer. And we know how to turn it on. And we know how to email folk, right? That's a language. We learned a whole new language. We're talking about emailing. We're talking about attaching. We're talking about a mouse and a right click and a left click. You all learned all that, didn't you? That's right. See, now we can talk the same language. You see, because people who are connected, they know that language. And see, now you all are connected. If a thought comes to your mind, you can go on there and say, "I want to know about something." Y'all know how to find it, don't you? What you do you Google it? Huh? Or do you use Internet Explorer? You know, you got different search engines, don't you? Yeah, we talk a different language now, don't we? That's right, we've learned different things. That's right, we've learned different things. And it's so exciting. For those of you all who haven't and don't know about the program, just to the right there, there's a computer lab, a state-of-the-art computer lab. People are coming now out of their rooms, down into a common area. Pretty soon, you'll be able to do it a different way, but into a common area, and you all are connecting right inside the building. The things that we've learned about each other, the people who are in this room and all the gifts and talents, the lives that you all have lived and are still living, is our opportunity to share that. It's our opportunity to come together and use our resources to make the quality of life better here where we live and in the larger community. So on behalf of the Housing Authority of Joliet and our board of directors and Mr. Henry Morris, who couldn't be here today because he's out of town, we want to say you all are doing a phenomenal job, and we're going to do all we can to keep it going.
Congratulations, you guys. I just want to say how overwhelmed I am with this wonderful program we just finished. And each and every one of you should be very, very proud, because I know I am. I have not stopped grinning for a week. Today, we celebrate. Today, we celebrate with dignity, with opportunity to advance further into the future with complete courage. We set forth goals and defeat we won't accept. Our minds and our wills are elevated toward learning in a world of new technology each and every day. Daily for 12 weeks in a connected living lab where age, female, nor race didn't hinder us from a chance to learn how to explore the world. Side by side, we encouraged one another with pats on the back and smiles on our faces. Each class and each lesson broadened our minds with excitement to say, yes, we can. And yes, we did. Our achievements doesn't stop today. With much happiness, we send forth a message to connected living that we've only just begun.
I can appreciate what you're going through. You know, about 5-6 years ago, I knew nothing about computers, believe me, and I never thought I would. But you're luckier than me. You had a teacher. I pretty much had to learn on my own, made a lot of mistakes. I got a long way to go, probably to catch you people, but I'm going to try. But I don't know how I would ever get along without a computer. Believe me, believe me.
Your certificate will be coming from Connected Living University.
That's right, that's right.
And what each one will say is that this certifies, it'll be your name, has honorably filled all the requirements imposed upon the authorities of this institution, the president and trustees of Connected Living University. Up next, Ethel Evans.
That's right. All right.
Darlene Cordova.
All right.
Dawn M. Tooley.
Jesus. All right.
Margarita Moreno.
All right,
James DeSantis.
I don't even know what to say. I look out and I see these faces that I saw 12 weeks ago. And we were talking about turning on the power and using a keyboard and surfing the web. And you all looked at me like I was crazy. And now what do you think? You did it. You did it. And you know what? You exceeded our expectations. We knew that you could do it, but you just took it and brought it to another level. So congratulations.
I need you guys to do me one favor, because you're graduates now. Take that tassel and switch it to the other side.
So, today you are the first graduating class, and you have indeed blazed a trail, and we hope for many to follow you. Okay? But Belinda, this program is all about the people, and you are incredible, and we can't thank you enough. You don't have to wait another moment. Here they are.
That's what I'm talking about. Is there another one coming? Sherry! All right. Is there another one? Nope. Everybody's got one?
Hi, I'm Wanda Carter,
And I'm Naima Latif.
and we'd like to talk to you, woman to woman. Join us on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. and Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. on ECTV Channel 6 in Evanston, Illinois.
Or join us worldwide at www.ectv.com.